Hey everyone, welcome to my first Let's Draw video. Now this is one I was pretty excited about. I really loved Ken Sugimori's artwork for the first 151 Pokemon. And so what I wanted to try to do, and I've had this idea for a while, I just haven't ever tried it, is I wanted to try to mimic his artwork, but instead of using watercolors like he used in his earlier paintings, I wanted to try to do it with Copic markers. And so there's a technique you'll see later on in the video, and you can get the colorless blender and add color to the tip with a different marker, and it'll add on to the paper different than just trying to blend out that color. And it almost looks kind of like a watercolor. And so I thought that would be really cool to try out. And I was okay with the way that it came out. And but I would love to see what take you guys would use for the same guidelines, which is basically just a Ken Sugimori style artwork and of Bulbasaur, because that's gonna be today's video is Bulbasaur. I wanted to start in order in case I do any more of these. I'll know which way I'm going. So as you can see in the video, I started off with a simple sketch, and right here I ended up light boxing it and my own sketch, and forgive me for the misproportions. I'm not used to drawing with a stationary piece of paper, and I did tape the piece of paper down so that it wouldn't rotate, so that it would look better for the video. But it really threw me off with drawing. I'm not used to drawing that way, and so that's something I'm gonna have to learn to do. So my Bulbasaur came out a little crooked, but really what I was really going for in this artwork was the technique with the colors. So you can see I'm choosing which colors I think will be good, and I've already outlined him with a fine liner. I think it was a 0.3 is what I started with, and right now I'm choosing my colors on what I think would be good for to match up with his artwork as close as I could with what colors I have. And anyway, there's a list of the color if you really wanted to freeze frame it there. But so I started out, you can see I'm adding color to the tip of the colorless blender and not directly to the paper. And then I'm using the colorless blender to add color to the drawing. But like I was saying, I would love to see y'all's take on this. I think it would be cool to see something more 3D with the same kind of artwork, like maybe a little mini sculpture that's painted like Ken Sugimori style. I think that would look great. But yeah, I'm gonna leave a link to my Facebook page, the Squeaky Doodles Facebook page, and I'll put a picture of this Bulbasaur on there. And right there on that page, you guys post whatever you guys come up with. I want you guys to try the stuff that I'm trying, because it's fun, right? It's fun to try new things. And anyway, so you can see I'm still adding some blues, and it's funny, in the earlier artwork, Bulbasaur is more of a blue than he is like a green or that tealish color or that bluish green color that he is now. And so but all of this is all added with the colorless blender. So I think like maybe twice I actually touched the paper with the actual colored marker. But mainly it was just me coloring onto the tip with of the colorless blender with a color, because for those of you who know anything about Copics, you really can't ruin them. You can't ruin the tips, and so if they get color on them, you just kind of draw with them a little bit and they'll clean themselves. But so anyway, I did his eyes with a red and a brown, and I think those came out okay. Like I said, I look at it, the whole drawing overall, and it looks kind of funny to me because he's a little bit crooked. But and that was really tough for me. I think that was a bigger challenge for me than the actual coloring. I think is trying to draw on a stationary piece of paper. That was difficult. But the technique with the colors I thought was pretty cool. I had never actually tried it. I just figured it would work. And I think when you see the final result, well, I mean, you judge for yourself how it came out. But I liked it. I was pretty happy with it. But anyway, so I'm just kind of doing the same thing over and over. since I'm running out of stuff to say right now, would be a good opportunity to tell you guys to subscribe to my channel. Um, I want to keep doing drawings like this that we can all try and see what we come up with. So be sure to subscribe. Go check out my Facebook page, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So you can see here I added my own little personal touch of I added darker lines. The original artwork has very thin lines, but I thought it would look pretty interesting with a darker outline. And I think it gives it a more cartoonish feel, and it fixed a little bit of my crookedness on it, and it made it look a little bit different. So that was good because I wasn't too happy with the misproportions of it. But other than that, I really liked the way it came out, and I was pretty happy with it. So you guys give it a try. It doesn't have to be in Copics. I know not everybody has Copics, and I don't want everybody to do it in Copics. I want to see just different approaches to it. I think Ken Sugimori artwork, trying to mimic the watercolors with colored pencil would be great, or any other kind of paints would be awesome. Or even like a black and white, do the shading, like so that it matches his up or whatever. But yeah, so grab yourself your art supplies, whatever it is, and go do some art.